Hello guys, welcome and welcome back to the Do It Right Tech channel where I take you through everything tech. And in today's video, I'm excited to be taking you through yet again another video within which this one I talk about the secure folder. I promised you in my recent video, you can find the cat app here on all security things. And here I am to deliver, showing you everything about the secure folder that you need to know. So without wasting much time, don't forget to hit the like, smash the subscribe button to come back for more, and hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any video that I post. So let's go in. So first and foremost, what's a secure folder? So it's a folder that contains applications, galleries, notes, contacts, and every single thing that is already on your phone. It's got its own Galaxy AI services that you can use inside there, applications you can install on your own by downloading them from the Play Store. So it's not just a place for storing data in the form of photos, videos, or documents, but it does far more. And in today's video, I'm going to take you through. So next, let's look at how we can get to the secure folder. There are a couple of ways, but the first way you want to do it to make sure that you have every single thing set up is what I'm going to show you. So first and foremost, you can swipe, select this, and then proceed to search for secured folder, usually, and you wouldn't find it. But if you look here, you're going to find secure folder here in settings. But let me show you how to navigate into it yourself. So scroll down, go into settings, scroll all the way down till you get to security and privacy. And then once you're in here, you want to go into more security and then come here to secure folder. Now, this is the best way to get inside because you're able to set everything up the exact way you want it. Okay, so I tap on this and then I'm greeted with this. So an enhanced privacy space, it enhances productivity and then hides secure folder for most protection. So you're going to tap on done, and then you're going to take permission from all these places: calendar, contacts, photos and videos, music and audio, and phones. Then you get all those from there. All permissions are gotten, and it's going to create that folder for you. So it's just going to take a bit of time, but just hold on. All right, just like any secured phone, it now gives you the chance to input a new PIN. That is not the PIN that operates your phone itself, a whole different PIN, a password if you want, a pattern if you want, even extra fingerprints if you want. So we can come here and set a PIN. So I've set my PIN, and then here we have allow lock reset with Samsung. This is an important feature you want to turn on. So in the event you forget your PIN, you're still able to reset it using your Samsung account. Now we're going to come here into fingerprints and then set also different fingerprints for that. So here, and then continue to now register my fingerprint. Not just one, you can enter multiple. Once you've entered enough, you're going to hit on done, and now you have them added. You're done with that, you're going to hit on next. And here, you can choose what happens when the secure folder is locked. Do you want to close all apps while it's locked, or do you want to allow background activity while it's locked? My advice is you're going to select allow background activity while it's locked. And this is because if you are going to run something like a messenger application inside there, a WhatsApp application inside there, or anything that requires background information, you want to leave it on because it has notifications that you can decide should come out into the normal phone, or you want to keep it inside and only access it or get prompted about it when you are inside. So for me, I would have you keep that on, and then we're going to hit next. Hide secure folder and more privacy. So it says you can hide this basically if you want by coming to the quick toggle panel, and then you're going to tap on that. We're going to see that later. So done. And now you're greeted with this. Now in here, should I come to camera, it's going to treat it as if for the first time I'm opening a camera. So like I'm saying, it feels like a whole new phone. So here, if I take a photo, the photo does not go into my outside gallery, it stays within the inside gallery. So if I come here, the photo is going to be here. So this is a whole new phone within your phone. Every photo taken here stays inside here. You want to turn location on, you can turn location on inside here. All right, like that. In your gallery, you can do everything you can do in your other gallery. And I'll show you an example. Come into settings. While you're in settings, scroll down, come into about gallery, multiple tap this. You're going to get gallery labs enabled. And all this is within your secured folder. So in here, I can come into Gallery Labs and then turn on private album if I want within the same space, save PDF within the same space. Now, all these have already been activated in my gallery outside, but I have to activate it again because this has to do only with inside here. Put them aside here. It doesn't end here. Your notes can be here, your calendar, your contacts, your files. This is not your files on the other side, because if you come into internal storage, you go into downloads, it's empty. So anything you download here, anything you do here stays within this space. Download and do whatever you've got to do here. If you have a particular account you want to log into, you can. Like your Google account, you can log into a different Google account inside here and have your own every single thing. Like I'm saying, it's like a phone within a phone. Then you can hit on plus here and then go into the Play Store to download applications that you want. I'm going to show you a quick example. If I come here, I can sign into a whole different Google account. So create all that. I'm signing into a new one. So it takes permission from this phone as though it's not on the same phone. Like I'm saying, it treats it like a whole different phone. If we want backups to be sent, we can tap on that. Backups are going to be sent there. I don't want to share that data. Biometrics set in there. And now we have this. So inside here, I can come here and try to download, in this example, WhatsApp. Okay, and if I select, you can see WhatsApp is not installed to begin with. So I can install WhatsApp here, or I can, while being inside here, just scroll in through my applications and look for WhatsApp itself and have it installed directly by just selecting it and hitting add. Immediately, it's going to be added here. So applications that are already running on your phone, you can have copies of them inside here or download them. So basically, this is giving you a phone within a phone, and one that is quite secure because it comes with its own lock, fingerprint, or all those. So let's look at settings. So if I tap here, I can go down here into settings, and it brings us back into the settings itself where we went into, and come to notifications. You remember that I had made mention of allow applications to run in the background. That's important because here you can have notifications. Let's say you have a WhatsApp account inside here. When notifications come through, would you want them to show, or would you want to hide them when the secure folder is locked? So once the secure folder is locked, if you don't want it to show, then it's not going to show. If you want to just hide content in general, you can do that. If you want to show content, you can do that. Anytime you receive any notification from inside here, it's going to have that secured folder icon at the base of it. So that's going to tell you that you have some notification from this very side. You can come also into app notification, and in here, you can select which applications should get notification and which ones shouldn't. We have a few applications here, so you can choose which one of them should be getting notifications and which one shouldn't. This is your personal one, and this is your secure folder one. All right, so they are very different. They know it's different, and they treat themselves as such. So we can come back inside here, and then when we come to Galaxy AI, we're greeted with this because it's again treating it like very new. So we can go to continue, and it's going to be asking us to sign in into our Galaxy account. All right, now that we're signed in, we can make sure we've downloaded every single one that we need to download or updated them. Here we don't have the recorder, so we're going to install the recorder to be able to get access to Transcript Assist. So there you have it. All of them are still within the secure folder. So you can see personal and secure folder at the base here, and that's the reason. It's actually showing you that there's a difference. You can come into manage accounts, put your Google account, your Samsung account, all those are here. If there are extra accounts you need because you want to have a Google Mail inside there, you can do all of that. So create a whole different phone within a phone. If you want to be syncing your data across, you can toggle this on to have data synchronized across them for you. Then we can come here to restore from backup. If you've got some backed up, you can restore them. But here, I haven't got any. If there are previous ones too, you can delete them if you want to. And let's come here into more settings, where for your Samsung Pass, you can get information from inside here. And here it's completely empty because this is a whole different Samsung account inside here. I can link my secure folder to my old Samsung account, but that's not what I'm doing in this case. I have a whole different Samsung account for my secured folder. You can do that too. And once that is done, also here, we can go to passwords and autofill, similar to your normal phone over here. Here, I'm going to set it to Google and then have it this way. But if you want to just remove everything in your folder here, you can hit on uninstall and delete everything to zilch and start afresh. And once you're done, there you have it, a whole security space where you can save all your information in private business. So there you have it here. So we're going to come here, out of here, and then I'm going to show you that now that we've installed it, if I come here and I type secured folder, you're going to find it there. Okay, so there's the secure folder right there, and then it's going to jump inside here. But should I lock my phone and unlock it again, suddenly it's going to require a PIN to enter. And this PIN is not the PIN that I use on my normal phone. It is the PIN that is associated with the secure folder. So locking and unlocking your phone immediately locks the security folder. If you don't want to find it inside here, what you want to do is scroll down here, and then as you can see secure folder here, you toggle that. Immediately it's not going to be found again if anybody searches it. So secure folder, and it's not a folder here. You have to go into settings, and you can only see it from inside here, settings, unless you come up here and then toggle that back on. Then you're going to have access to your secure folder. All right. So with everything set up now, let's look at how we can get data, not just those that were seated inside the phone, but those that are outside, how to take them inside. So let's look here. Let's take data in the form of photos. I can come into my gallery and take, for instance, individual images. Like I select an image like this. I can tap on the more option at the base and then select to move to secure folder. We're going to tap on that and send that in. Immediately, it's going to leave here. As you see on top there, I can select multiple of them and then use the same way to move them out. Or I could select an album, tap on the three dots, and move the whole album into the secure folder. That is also possible with moving albums. Next, if it has to do with notes, I can come into my notes. There are multiple notes. I can select a sensitive note like this, and then tap on the three dots, and then move to secure folder like that. And just like that, it's gone. Sensitive ones hidden. I can come also into my files, tap on my files, and while inside here, I can select anything that is within the recently downloaded ones. Let's say you recently just downloaded a file and you want to send it away. That, more, secure folder, send it in. Or can come into internal storage, select a whole folder, tap on it, send it into the space. All right. So these are ways that you can share data. So yeah, with that done, now we can come into the secure folder and we'll see all the items we shared here. First and foremost, we're going to go into notes, and what we shared is sitting in here. So that's for that. Can come into gallery, and then there are the ones that I shared here. I didn't share the album. If I shared the album will be sitting in here. Here we only have these files. All right. Then folders, folder items, if I share them, they're going to be residing inside here. So there you have it. Everything you need to know about your Galaxy secure folder that you're probably not using and should start using. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned a thing or two. If you're a new Samsung user, if you're an OG, I'm sure you've heard this feature before or probably still already using it. I'll see you on the next video. Let me know in the comment section if there's something you want me to do. But don't forget to hit the like, smash the subscribe button, and hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any video that I post. So I'll see you all later. Peace out.